Hi, in this video we're going to be talking about a way to add custom action icons on your Windows Start menu. So what I mean by that is in Windows, when you click on Start, you have your power button here, and there is a way to add some other buttons here from Windows settings itself, but that's not what we're going to be talking about. So for example, if you go to the Windows settings under Personalization, Start and Folders, you could do things such as add File Explorer to it, for example. Then you have a shortcut down here, and then you have all these other ones. All right, so to do so, we're going to be using the free Windhawk app. So if you don't know what Windhawk is, it's a program you install and then you add what are known as mods into Windhawk. And then these mods change the way Windows looks and operates. All right, so once you download Windhawk and run it, you'll have your home section with any installed mods, featured mods. Then you could go to Explore, see some other ones, do some searching, sort them, and so on. All right, so the one we're going to be using is called Windows 11 Start Menu Buttons. So make sure you use this one here, not the power buttons. This is a different mod. So to install it, just click on Details and then Install. And you'll get this warning, proceed with care. You'll get this for any mod you install, so don't worry about it. Click on Accept, Risk, and Install. And now you'll have it in your home section here. And then you could enable it and disable it from here, remove it from here, or go into Details, Enable, Disable, and Remove as well. All right, so you can see here, it gives you some examples of what it could do here. And if you go to the settings, you could change the alignment here. Let's check it out first. So right now it's on the right with the default settings. And we could say center, for example. Always click save each time. Now they're in the middle. And you could do left. And that's going to kind of mess it up. So that's not really an option there unless you were to get rid of this, which is an option which we'll show you here in a minute. So let's put this back on right, save the settings. All right, so you could click on hide account button. And now that's gone. And then you can move things to the left if you want to do that. You could invert the buttons, which is on by default. Close the start menu after button click, which is on by default. Then you could change the spacing between the buttons and so on. All right, so here are the buttons. So we have power, settings, explorer, browser, pictures, and you see those match up with these. All right, so going back to the top here, you can edit these existing ones. Now, one thing you're going to notice for icon, you have just a square box and it doesn't really show you the icon. So when it comes to changing this, it's a little tricky. So you might have to do a little research, but what I did was I put together a list here of some options that you could use. So I'll put a link to this file in the description so you could download it because I'm not sure if I could just copy and paste it and have these work out. So you could see these glyphs, as they're known, they all look the same, but if you copy and paste one, they're actually going to change it. And then you could also use these codes here as well if you don't want to use the glyphs. And then you could find others online if there's something in this list that you can't find. All right, so for example here, for settings, let's just change it to something else here just for fun. Let's change it to the recycle bin. Now you can see we have a trash can icon there. Now let's try one of the other ones. Let's change it to a user account icon. Now you can see that. And it still opens the settings even though we changed the icon. So just keep that in mind. If you do change the icon, obviously you're going to have to change the name and the action as well. So the actions can be a little tricky as well. Like for example, this is for power. Uh, this one's not too complicated for settings. And there are some extra MS settings you could use to actually take it to specific settings if you want. We actually did a video on that, so I'll put a link in the description if you want to see how you could do that. And then, for Explorer, that's pretty easy. Browser, you could put in the website you want to go to. Pictures folder is pretty easy. All right, so let's add a new one here. So let's say we want to go to this PDF files folder here. So we'll add a new item here. We'll call this PDF. We'll put in our path here. So this one's easy because you just have to put in the path to the folder, and then we'll pick an icon for it. Let's just say we love our PDFs, so we'll use a heart. Save settings. Let's close this. Now you can see we have our heart, and it says PDF when we hover over it, and we open it, it takes us right to that folder. So obviously, if you want to do something different that's a little more custom, you're going to have to kind of look up what is required to do so. But for things like folders or for default Windows settings, they're pretty easy. Where was it? Pictures like this. You could do the same thing for documents. And for websites, that's easy as well. One thing I will recommend not doing is messing with this power one, because it seems like whatever they have here is the one you have to use. And if you change it, it's not going to work most likely. I haven't found another one that works for power. And then you might end up with, a box or nothing there. So don't change the power option. And if you do mess something up, you could just come back up here. You might be able to disable and enable it, and if not, just remove it, then it should default everything back, and then you could re-add it and start over again if you really mess things up. All right, and as a side note for Windhawk, it needs to be running down here in your system tray, so if your mods ever stop working, come here and check to make sure it's still running, and if it's not, just restart Windhawk and it should put it back here again, and then it should also be set to start with Windows. All right, so I will put a link in the description for Windhawk, then just do a search for Windows 11 Start Menu buttons. In the Explore section, click on Details, Install, and then you can start playing around with it. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.